everybody, and welcome back to one more time before the big show day, before the national debut, back to the bodybuilding prep vlog series, baby. This is peak week, baby. Back-to-back peak weeks. You guys know I did the show last week, so I already did my peak. I showed you guys the peak week video last prep in the first week. This time I'm going to show you in the second week, because this is really the peak that we want to nail. We went into last show almost like 90-95%. We want to be 100% for this show. So you guys saw I just did my check-ins this morning. We are looking even better than we did last week, and holy, I just like, sometimes I would have never even guessed that I'm pretty good with this stuff. My weight was as low as 184.8 in prep. Could not get it lower. Pushing the food down, pushing the cardio, would not drop. Now, funny thing is, I was let's see, check the weight log real quick. I woke up for Garden States for the show on Saturday. I was 186.8 in the morning. I filled up for the stage, 187.6. And you saw that meal I ate at the Yard House in between. I ate 5,300 calories that day. The Yard House meal was like 3,600. You would expect, I haven't eaten food like that in a while, the weight was going to go up. Nope. Next day, I dropped 1.5 pounds. I dropped a pound. So I was 185.8 the next morning after eating all that food. So peak week this week, my body actually started in a little bit of a lower weight in a better spot. And as I did the deplete, my weight wasn't really increasing this time. It was holding steady. And on Tuesday, I projected to do the 0 carb day like I did last week. I gave myself a little bit of carbs because my body was probably so stressed out. And I did that, and it yielded a beautiful result. So I woke up Wednesday morning, yesterday, for peak week, 2 pounds lighter than I was last week for peak week. And the look is even better, and we almost look even bigger. So that is all good stuff. We are doing a little bit different for this peak week. So here's all the big changes we are making for peak week this week. More rest, less cardio, less steps. Not doing a single bit of cardio this week. My legs felt a little tired at the end of the week last week. So giving them a little bit more rest to be fresh. I'm giving myself more water this week. We're doing a little bit more water in the beginning, and we're doing a similar taper to we did last time, but more overall water. A lot more salt and sodium. I'm way too light with the salt and the sodium. I definitely messed that up last week. I'll take that to the bank. But we are salting the meals heavy this week, and we change it a little bit on these days. That comes down a little bit during the carb load, but we're making sure we have plenty of water, plenty of sodium to help flush those carbs into the muscle, and it is going great. Yesterday, here's where it gets interesting. Yesterday, before the carb up, I was 185.8. I did 500 grams of carbs yesterday. I've never loaded with anything close to that much. Last week, the highest I went was like 450 on the Thursday. My weight, I had to recheck it this morning when I just stepped on after you saw the check-ins. A new low weight. I had to recheck 182.4. Like, holy, I was looking at myself in the mirror in the check-ins, and I'm like, yeah, weight's got to be up today. I look huge. Carbs filled in. I look bigger, and the weight is down. This is good news, guys, because the body is just soaking everything up. It doesn't matter what your weight is on stage. They have no idea how much you weigh. They just see how good you look, how big you are, how conditioned you are. I have better condition, and I'm looking fuller, and I'm looking bigger. Exactly what the feedback from the judges I got was, coming fuller. Your conditioning is good. Your symmetry is good. Your shape is good. More carbs, coming fuller for nationals. So that's what we're doing. And since the weight dropped, I dropped 2.5 pounds eating all those carbs yesterday. I'm loading it up even more today. I was going to do like 550. We might go like 600, 650. We're going to see how this day goes. But we're going to show you a little bit of the peaking process. I'll show you a little bit more of the details that I got on my phone, walk you through it. But show you some of the meals that I'm eating and the size of these, because it is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So let's get downstairs. It's about 7:55. I'm waking up a little earlier this week since Nationals is going to be a little bit of an earlier wake up. So let's get down. Let's start eating that big bowl of cream of rice. Look at that big bowl of cream of rice. Not even in my normal bowl. It's in the oatmeal bowl because it's so big today. And then, of course, we got the water, making sure we drink fluids, water with each meal today. So we have 175 grams of cream of rice in here. Maybe I'll throw like macros and stuff up over here for the meals. We'll do that in this video too. But wow, wow, wow. It's like 130 grams of carbs or something off the top of my head in this one meal. So I'm going to enjoy this. Let's eat it up. Is devoured. Now let's walk you through all the goodies over here, how I lay out my competition preps for the last couple days. So as you see, I have my files here, and I have 2023 prep. I have the carb cycle protocol in here, exactly what I did on each day. Wow, look at that. The first year I literally carved up with like nothing. 140 grams of carbs, 160 grams of carbs at the highest, like ridiculous. 24, same thing, show day foods. In the last 10 days, all that stuff, I lay it out. I lay out the protein, the water. So this is this year. This is exactly what we got going on. Oh, so I got my show day foods over here. The last meal over here, which is the bison burgers, if it focuses. Approximate meal timing right there. Oh. And you see, we get the first show peak. So this was the first show. Once we hit 10 days out, those are the carbs we're doing. And you see I even track the water and the protein. We go into Nationals. This is the real peak. Now you see I'm getting a little bit different, a little bit more specific. I also added the salt shakes with each meal. So measuring how much salt I have each meal. We have a little bit more water. You see I started with the 2 gallons this week. And then the carb load, we projected 495, 555, and 490. That's probably not the case. We ended up doing the 495 yesterday, so pretty much 500. And today we projected to do 555, but I already did more food for breakfast this morning, so it's going to be higher than 555. We're probably going to shoot for something like 600 throughout this day. And then, of course, as the day goes on, we check the weight, we assess how we look, see how the body's responding to soaking in the carbs, see if it's filling in. We don't want to spill over, so we still assess meal by meal, weight by weight, day by day, all that good stuff. But tomorrow, we usually plan to taper down the carbs a little bit, so we have a little less food in our stomach for the stage. But who knows, depending on how that weight is tomorrow and how the look is, we might even load up even more tomorrow, and tomorrow might need to be like the biggest carb load day if we really need to shuttle more carbs into the body. But that's why I started carb loading on Wednesday this year. In previous years, I started carb loading Wednesday night, very light. I would do my last meal with carbs and then heavy carb up Thursday and Friday. I think starting on the Wednesday carb up is a great idea. It spreads out the carbs, gives you a little bit more time to digest all that food so you don't have any bloating. If you try to push too much carbs in all at once, you're gonna get bloated, you're not gonna digest it well, and you're not gonna store it where you wanna store it. You wanna store it in the muscle belly so we look full. We don't wanna store it and hold water and look watery. Definitely not. But we also print out the diet on the fridge with the meals and exactly what we're eating. So you see I update it. This is just for the peak week, just for Wednesday through Friday. And you see we update the carbs each meal each day. So no secrets here, guys. I'm not hiding anything, guys. This is the process. This is what I really do. And we love every second of it. So today is Thursday, chill day. I am done with work during prep. No more stress. The body has been so much more relaxed this week. That's probably another reason why I've been sleeping better. My weight came down. Less stress is the name of the game these last couple weeks. You'd be surprised when you're already really low body fat. you got the muscle mass. Just low stress can drastically change the look of your body. So chilling hard today. Just gonna do a little bit of the filming stuff. Obviously, I'm filming the peak week for you guys today, so I'll be editing downstairs as I go a little bit, but really just chill day. Not really gonna do steps like I did last week either. I might do like a little bit of walking, like just around the house and stuff, but really just gonna let my body rest. I'm not gonna pose after each meal like I did last week. I think that was a little bit too much. My legs were tired when I got to the stage on Saturday, so we did our posing rounds in the morning. It is rest. Time to start chilling. I'll probably check back in with you guys for the next meal, show you guys what that looks like, but the next 4 meals are pretty much all exactly the same. 2 of them have fruit with it, which is nice, and then the last 2 don't have any fruit, but there's 4 rice meals, same exact rice amount in all of them, 2 chicken, 2 turkey. That's it, easy digestible, easy on the stomach. Ground turkey, chicken, white rice. I eat all that food, that big meal, feels like nothing in my stomach. So always a good sign that it's digesting well. So check back in with you guys a little bit later. We also got to shave this beard right now, so I'm going to go shave and clean up, and next time you guys see me, I'll be a little cleaner. And meal number 2, first turkey meal. You know how we do it. We got 360 grams of white rice, 4.5 ounces of ground turkey. We start to lower the protein a little bit on the carb ups. And then we have our Dijon mustard sauce. Today we get 4 shakes of salt. And we have 71 grams of blueberries there for after. Watching Nick Walker train. Got our water over there. So meal number 2 here. This is what most of the meals are pretty much going to look like today. We'll throw, there goes the phone. We'll throw my macros there. And all good. So gonna get this down and then gonna get to editing for the day. Bro, look at all this rice. And the complete meal. Look at that. Another 360 grams of rice. This time with some chicken. 4.5 ounces for today. And some G. Hughes sugar-free barbecue sauce. And we do throw 5 milliliters of olive oil on each meal. And the pineapple. So this is the last of the fruit for today. 172 grams. There goes my dog. I switched to the spoon because it is a lot to shovel this all down. So now we repeat the turkey meal next with just 1/2 ounce less than we do before. And then no fruit, so no blueberries for the next one. And then repeat the chicken meal after that. 1/2 ounce less, so the last 2 meals are just a little less protein than the first 2, and they don't have fruit, so a little bit smaller meals. So we'll throw you up the macros over there, and that is pretty much it. I'm not going to show you the other meals. I'm just going to do a wrap up. I pretty much showed you guys everything already. Showed you guys the process, showed you guys all the good food, so I'll do the outro downstairs in a little bit, but that's probably going to be it for the meals today. I'm just going to do the outro right now. Really nothing else to show you for the day, and I'm already going to be talking a lot in this video, showing the process. I know it's going to be long. I don't want to make it too long, so we're going to do what we need to do. Stay focused, stay locked in, relax the rest of the day, finish up this video, and tomorrow we start Alexa. And everything's going. Instructions in the help section of your Alexa. Friday we start the process. Show day is coming again. National debut, guys. Stay tuned on the channel. One more video to come. The big finale. Show day. National debut this Saturday, baby. Classic Physique. Stay shredded. Stay huge. Let's fucking go. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share with your friends, all that good stuff. You know the deal. Love you guys. See you in the next video. Let's do this thing.